Hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of Hermitcraft Season 4 with me, False Symmetry, and today we have a very, very gloomy day on the server. Look how gloomy it looks. The sky is grey, and there is a rain coming down. If I head over here, you will see it. There it is, because we're in the mesa, so there's no rain. But I've just noticed that we do indeed, look at that, we have posts. So let's have a look. See, we've got a bacon sample, and Chop Shop is now open. Here's a sample of our finest. Nice! I'm not hungry right this second, but we'll definitely take a taste of that later and hope that we don't get ill. That'd probably be bad. You know, since I'm health and safety now on the server, if you don't know, I'm trying to keep an eye out for things that are maybe not so healthy or not so safe. And he said safety, things that aren't so safety. So let me know if there's anything you spot, guys, that isn't that safe. Let me know in the comments below. I will definitely be keeping an eye out and getting people fined or, you know, whatever, perhaps for, you know, the bad health and safety we've got going on. Because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've died a few times from various things from the hermits. So yeah, gotta keep an eye out for that. But anyway, today we're not actually working at the jellyfish, we're working right down at the bottom. Now this is an area that I don't think I've shown you guys. So this area here you've seen, this is my security area. Ignore the pink banner on the wall, don't mind me. If you come to my live streams you know what that kind of thing is. These rooms obviously aren't done just yet, we are still working out what we're doing with those. Same with these ones here, in fact we're going to skip these floors, and fly down to this area, which is obviously at bedrock. This is at level 5. Sorry, not 6, 5. So we're down here at level 5 at bedrock, and that is because we wanted to use it as the floor, like so. This is one of my favourite ways to use it. Now the torches are temporary. This basically is a non-spawnable area, so basically no mobs can spawn on this. So torches aren't really necessary. They're just making it easier for me to see currently, because we're going to be getting rid of the walls and things, so putting torches on the walls was not a very good idea. So this down here, as I think I have pointed out in an episode, is my Hall of Patrons. So basically Patreon is a website where you guys support me on a monthly basis by pledging a certain amount per month, and you get perks for that. Like one of the probably most popular is my server whitelist. So yeah, I have a lot of patrons, and I want to show them and thank them in some kind of way. Last season, if you guys remember, I had my Patreon temple, which was the sea monument, which had loads of banners in it. Now, to make it easier on myself, kinda, it's still going to be quite difficult, but this time we're actually going to be celebrating my patrons and thanking them by doing this. I've got an example one right here. Merigen, I hope you don't mind. I've got your head right here, man. Like so. So we're going to put him on there.